You have reached your destination.
Yep. Okay, so here's what I've got. I have kind of jacked my my transmission up with my chain fall. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Maybe 3 or 4 inches. So I got some clearance here. What you're looking at here are the transmission mounts for the old MGA transmission. Um, I'm likely to get rid of it entirely, quite frankly. Just cut them out and yeah, I sure do wish I would have done this before I had the engine in, but screw it. It's in, and it's not going to go anywhere, so it's damn well in. Um, I'm going to cut that off, cut those ears off, and then perform surgery to this thing. That's the actual MGB transmission mount that I got when I got the engine and transmission. I've got some rubber mounts to go with that. Yeah. So I'm likely just to cut there and there all the way down on both sides, and then kind of gauge things from there. What's in my mind right now? Here are the transmission isolators. I don't know what you call them. Here's one of them, right? And it'll screw into here. And I'm wondering if I should just out and out I'm thinking aloud here, out and out just cut the entire cross member. And I don't want to do that. That damn thing is stout. What I want to avoid is this transmission. Oh, actually. So if that goes all the way down like that, yeah, I can do this. Yep. Okay, so first things first. Surgery here. Surgery there. This is going to be a bitch to take down, I think. Nah, we'll find out here in a sec. Okay, this is done. I have cut away the ears, the native transmission mount thing. I'm next going to perform surgery on the actual MGB transmission mount. Okay, so I do have some more surgery to do, and I'll do this bit by bit by bit. As you can see, I need to get rid of these little suckers there, so I'll grind those down next. And then I'm likely to see where it goes from there. You know, I'm kind of wondering if I just need to weld these pieces onto my cross member and not worry about much else. You know, I'll have to get rid of a lot of this, I think. I'll be doing cut by cut by cut, bit by bit by bit. And again, I could mangle the entire cross member here from the center, but I do not want to do that. The sucker is stiff, and I don't want to fuck with all of that. It's easier to cut this up and remain strong in the cross member here. So, yeah, next, these come off. Okay, so that's done. And I've lowered the transmission so it's barely resting on the cross member, as you can see. And there is maybe a ½ an inch or so of overhang that I am considering cutting into the cross member to. I'm considering just slicing into the cross member a little bit so that the transmission goes all the way down. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a huge deal. Well, you know, if anything else, nah, I probably won't do it. I just don't want to fuck with the structural integrity of that crossmember. This thing is central to this this frame. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to be able to, like I tried. I put the little rubber bumpers there on the mount to kind of fit it and see how it went, and it went okay. But I have a good start on where this thing lines up against the lower cross member. So what I'm going to do is start cutting it right down the center on the back side, basically like this. And I'm going to deliberately cut it probably too wide so I can trim it down as I need to. God knows I can't add metal to this, and this thing is stout. From that point, I will then probably trim or somewhere a little bit lower to see how far down I've got to go. And I'll do this bit by bit by bit by bit, and we'll continue to trim it down until it makes sense and it fits. I'll put the bumpers on, tack weld it in place, and weld the shit out of it in place. Yep. Okay, not bad, not bad. I've got a nice straight edge on the inside there where it meets up with the cross member, this one here. And I've got still some more to shave down, so, oops, some more to shave down. I'll take a tape measure and take it down to just where I need it to be. And then shave down that transmission cross member. That looks to be about an inch-ish. Guess I'll find out once I measure it. Okay, so I'm getting ready to do some welding, quite frankly, and good to go there, good to go there. Loosely tied down to the transmission, and you can see that the entire portion of that cross there isn't necessary, and I'm wondering if I had to just take it off entirely. I don't know. I might just leave it there because it's just a structural rigidity, and that's always helpful. But I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll leave it there. Maybe. Weld it there at the corners. Okay, and here we have the final version. I think we can all agree that this is a thoroughly excellent piece of workmanship, worthy of Mercedes or better. MG. I'm going to finish cleaning off a lot of the stuff I added that little piece there. I'm going to finish clearing off this this piece of metal here, all of it. I mean, and I'm going to paint it. Probably have to repaint it after I weld it in, but. So the intention is to put this onto the transmission, nice and tight like it should be, lower it down to where it's going to be, and weld it in place. Not too displeased, actually. I'm very pleased. Well, I am done with this. I will never, ever win a welding Grammy. That's for goddamn sure. I smoothed up my weld as best I could, but I couldn't get in there too well with the grinder because of the transmission. And I'm at a point where I just don't give a fuck. I'm not going to turn my light on because you see some really ugly welds in there. To include a welding, I'll get that later. And go around. Uglier weld there, but again, I'm looking for stability. I can't get anything. I get a drill in there, I suppose, and make it look nicer, but I don't care right now. I just don't. I had this thing welded in and beautiful when I realized that my my fucking clutch disc, what do you call it? Goddamn slave cylinder arm was the other way, and I had to undo everything. And I'm sure it'll go back together. I hope. I'm sure it will. Yeah, we'll find out in a sec. Okay, here we go. I am done. Not too displeased by that whole thing. Now that I've painted over all the weld spots that you can't see. They look perfect, right? Something like that. So, what's next? I've put the drive shaft on, and I have a concern that this thing it moves in and out, right? It's designed to do that. This is all the way out, and you can see on the back here, there is a little bit of a gap. So, I may have an issue here. I don't know what the fuck, but what I'm probably going to do, if I can't figure this out, or, you know, my buddy told me that once the body goes on, this gap will close up with the leaf springs compressing. I hope that's the case. But if not, what I'll do is just get a circular piece of something and machine out the holes and make myself an adapter. So, I'm butt hurt, but I'm not deathly hurt. Oh well. Oh, my back hurts though, and the yoke is all the way out. As you can see, it's splines are showing, which that's as far out as it goes. Yeah. So that won't be too difficult. I can order billet steel or whatever, and have those pieces drilled out. The drill presses at work and so forth. Yeah. I wonder if Moss sells something like that. Bet they do. So what's left? I'm gonna push my car out of the way, clean up my garage, put some tools away, and I've got metric tons of damn dust and stuff. So that'll be interesting once I get all that into a pile. Check my chain fall down and fuck my back and go feed the cat, I guess. Yep. Well, there she blows.